While the antelope and the elephant ran for their lives, the hilarious goat Suya panicked. Once upon a time, in the great animal kingdom of Jangala, during a festive period, life was peaceful, or so it seemed. The sun was shining, the rivers were flowing, and the monkeys were stealing bananas as usual. Everything was normal until the rumor started. One morning, a frantic parrot flew across the savannah, squawking at the top of its lungs. "Run! Run! They are arresting all the goats in the village." At first, the other animals weren't too worried. "Goats? What did they do this time?" the zebra asked. "Did they eat the chief's yam in the barn again?" But then came the real news. The goats weren't just being arrested. They were being cooked, roasted and turned into suya for the village festival. The animals gasped in horror. The wise old tortoise sighed. It's because goat meat tastes better. That peppered suya is too sweet. Now, not everyone panicked. The elephants continued drinking at the water hole. The giraffes kept munching on leaves, and the hyenas started licking their lips, muttering, "Well, at least it's not us this time." But in the middle of all this, one poor antelope overheard the news and lost his mind. Without waiting for an explanation, the antelope took off like a rocket, running faster than he had ever run before. His hoofs barely touched the ground as he zipped past the trees, leaving a trail of dust behind him. As he ran, he passed by a massive elephant lounging under the great baobab tree. The elephant yawned, stretched his trunk, and lazily asked, "Antelope, why are you running like that? Did the lions declare war?" Still running and panting heavily, the antelope shouted back, "They are arresting all the goats in the village." The elephant puzzled, blinked. "But you are not a goat." The elephant barely slowed down as he replied, "With the way things are happening in this kingdom, do you really think that they will give me time to explain? Before I finish saying I am not a goat, I will already be in a firewood grill with onions and pepper." Now the elephant knew he was an elephant, but he also knew that in this kingdom, common sense disappears faster than a rabbit in a lion's den. His big ears twitched. Suddenly he felt chill down his massive spine. He thought for a moment and then realized something terrifying. His ears were big, but so were a goat's. He had 4 legs, just like a goat. Worst of all, he was delicious too, and in the past, he had been mistaken for a very fat cow. What if someone suddenly decided elephant meat was the next best thing after goat suya? The elephant muttered, "If they can mistake an antelope for a goat, then who knows what they will say about me? I cannot take this risk." The elephant, the largest creature in the kingdom, bellowed, and before anyone could say barbecue, he took off running too. Now imagine the scene: a massive elephant and a speedy antelope, both running like their tails were on fire. Dust flew everywhere, birds scattered, and even the lazy lions lifted their heads in surprise. Seeing this, the zebra, the monkeys, and even the hyenas all panicked. If an elephant is running, then something serious is happening, they thought. And before long, the entire savannah was in chaos, with animals running in all directions. Even the slow old tortoise started crawling as fast as he could. And the goats? Well, the goats were too busy dodging the village hunters to care about what was happening in the jungle, and were eventually caught and used for suya and pepper soup. Moral of the story: when fear takes over, even the wisest will run without asking questions. And if you taste good, stay far away from festival season. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more interesting stories.